Welcome back to Folk Tales of the African Savannah, where age-old tales come to reality and new ones are brewed. Sit, relax, and enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe.
Once upon a time, in a village where the tall grasses swayed like whispers of the ancestors, there lived a man named Gura. He was known for his charm, wit, and also an unquenchable thirst for wealth. Though he had a wife, Tsitsi, who was faithful and hardworking, and a son, Simbimbino, who was bright as the morning star, Gura was never satisfied. He dreamed of riches. More goats, more grain, more land. One day, while working in the field, he overheard a wandering spirit talking to a hare. Yes, a hare. The spirit said, "Any person who offers a sacrifice of the most loyal creature in their life shall receive great fortune. But beware, the one who digs a pit may one day fall into it themselves." That night, as the moon climbed the sky, he turned to his wife and said, "Let's go and collect firewood early tomorrow. I found a new patch in the forest." Tsitsi, ever trusting, agreed. The next morning, deep in the woods, Gura led his wife to a hidden path, where he had already dug a large pit and covered it with branches and dry leaves. As Tsitsi walked ahead, she suddenly vanished into the earth with a sharp cry. Thud! "Oh!" she screamed from below. "Help me! I've fallen!" But Gura only stood at the edge, silent, his face like stone. Instead of pulling her out, he whispered, "Your time has come. The gods demand a sacrifice." Tsitsi wept and pleaded, "You're my husband." But the man turned away, leaving her in the dark pit with hunger and tears as her only companions. Days passed. Something strange began to happen. As she grew weaker, her body began to change. Her skin thickened, her snout stretched, and bristles grew. Tsitsi turned into a pig, a large red-eyed sow, grunting in sorrow at the bottom of the pit. When Gura returned and saw the pig, he was struck with wonder. Aha! The gods have accepted the sacrifice. But what now? A pig is meat, and meat is wealth. Yet he could not bring the pig up on his own. So he returned to the village and called his young son. "Simbimbino, my boy, I caught a strange pig in the forest. Help me bring it up. I promise you the biggest leg." The boy, excited but cautious, followed his father to the pit. When he looked inside and saw the pig, something in its eyes made his heart ache. Those eyes! They were warm, pleading, familiar. They looked like mother's eyes. Simbimbino hesitated. "Baba, why does this pig have a necklace like Mama's?" "Ah, that. A trick of the forest spirits," Gura lied. "Stop asking questions. Help me get it out. We'll slaughter it quickly." So they tied vines, pulled her up, and with the help of neighbors, skinned her. The pig squealed and groaned in pain, but not a single person heard the scream of Tsitsi, except her son. Again, Gura could not skin the pig up on his own, so he called Simbimbino, who sang for her mother to be skinned. Gura did manage to skin the pig and made a bonfire. He roasted the pig, cooked a portion, and dried the rest. That night, Simbimbino could not sleep. He sat by the fire watching the pig's skin dry in the smoke. His heart was heavy. The more he stared, the more he saw his mother's face in the flames, her voice whispering his name in the crackling wood. He ran to the chief's homestead in the dead of night, barefoot and shaking. "Baba, chief! Baba, chief!" he cried, pounding on the wooden gate. "My mother has been turned into a pig, and my father, my own father, he skinned her alive." The chief, a wise old man with eyes like dark coals, sat quietly as Simbimbino narrated everything. The forest, the pit, the pig with the necklace, the slaughter. When the boy finished, the chief blew on his palm and whispered, "What greed has planted, truth shall uproot." The very next morning, the chief's guards marched to Gura's home. They found him roasting the pig's head over a slow fire, licking his lips. "Gura," one of the guards barked, "you are under the authority of the chief. Come with us." He tried to deny. He laughed. "What nonsense! My son is just a child with wild dreams." But the guards had brought Simbimbino, and the boy held out the pig-ass necklace, the same one his mother always wore, woven from cowrie shells and dried blueberries. The villagers gasped. The women wailed. One old granny fainted. Gura finally collapsed to his knees and confessed. "I wanted wealth. The gods demanded loyalty. I offered my wife." The chief, in a thunderous voice, declared, "You shall live in the same pit you dug for the rest of your days. The earth must remember, and the forest must never forget." So they carried Gura to the forest, and there he remained, deep in the pit, fed by scraps, shunned by all. Some say he began to grunt and grow bristles of his own. As for Simbimbino, he was raised by the elders. He grew to be a just man, wise and honest. And every year, when the first rains came, he visited the forest and poured water into the earth. And when the wind blew just right, you could hear a voice from the trees whispering, "My son, my Simbimbino, you chose truth. You chose life." So that is the end of our story. I hope you have enjoyed listening to it. Stay subscribed or subscribe if you have not already done so for more enchanting stories. Thanks for watching.